Welcome back to Blazor Tutorials Part 2. Setting up the Blazor development environment. Choosing your way of development. There are three ways of Blazor development. One is using Visual Studio, and the second one is using Visual Studio Code, and third one is using .NET Core CLI. So using these three tools you can develop Blazor applications. If you want to go for any of these three, first thing you need to install is a .NET Core SDK version 3.0 onwards. The latest version is version 3.1. Install .NET Core SDK version 3.1. After installing version 3.1, if you want to develop your Blazor applications with Visual Studio, and you need to install ASP.NET and Web Development Workload. Then if you want to develop a Blazor applications with Visual Studio Code, you need to install C# extension for it, C# development extension for it. And if you want to go for .NET Core CLI, you don't need to install anything. So installing .NET Core SDK version 3.1 is enough. And hosting model template. So in Blazor, we have our two types of templates, Blazor WebAssembly and Blazor Server. With the version of .NET Core 3.0, Blazor Server is available for production release. And WebAssembly is still in preview. Microsoft is going to release production release later this year. And these are the two different hosting models you can select while creating the project. These are the two different templates you can see while creating project. And let's create sample Blazor applications after installing all these. So this is a Blazor website. If you go for blazor.net, it will redirect back to this Blazor. And let's minimize this, and I'm opening my Visual Studio 2019 permissions. Yes and yes. So now you can see create a new project here. So I've clicked on that. Okay, so to install preview version, now we can do that. So go to blazor.net and you will be redirected to this website, and click on getting started. So you can see this page, and here you will be having one link, microsoft.asp.net core, microsoft.asp.net core.blazor.templates. Click on it. So we'll be redirected here. Before going here, check the latest version, and this is the latest version released a month ago. Click on this and copy this and go to your command prompt. So go to your command prompt and paste that link. Press enter. This will install all Blazor templates for you. WebAssembly and server. Done installing, and close it. Open Visual Studio. So here Visual Studio is opened. I'm selecting create new project, and here you can select a Blazor app. If you don't find it here, you can search here. Okay, search here with a Blazor keyword. So select this Blazor app. So if you don't see this one, if you are seeing any clear all button here, you can click that. So select a Blazor app and click next. Here give your Blazor app name. So I want to create a Blazor WebAssembly now. So this is my Blazor WebAssembly project, and select your path, and I'm clicking on create. So here it is asking Blazor server app or a Blazor WebAssembly app. So I want to select a Blazor WebAssembly app. So then click on a create button. Then close this one, and if you see, this is our Blazor WebAssembly project. And this project structure is very simple. We'll discuss all this later. So this is our Blazor WebAssembly. Let's run it. So it is running. Yeah, it's launched. So home, counter, fetch data, counter, click on it. It's working. Super. Press F12. Debugging tools. And if you select a network tab here, and I'm removing the filter. So go to your inspect tools or debug tools by pressing F12. or right click and select inspect, and you will be here and clear all the existing traffic. So if you refresh your application, refreshing, see that. So it has downloaded all the .NET DLLs, Microsoft.jsinterrupt.dll, extensions primitives.dll, so all dependent DLLs. So we have discussed in our first video .NET.wasp. So previously it was a mono.wasm. They have renamed it to .NET.wasm. And Blazor WebAssembly.dll, and you can see this stuff. If you are a .NET guy, you can understand all this. System.dll, everything. System.code.dll, system.net.http.dll, all .NET libraries. So download it to browser, and if you clear this one, and if you click on anything link, it is getting data but not going to the server. So counter, if you are clicking on this counter, click me, it is not going back to the server and it is doing it within the browser. If you click on fetch data, it is getting data from the JSON file. That's why this call is getting logged. Okay. Home, counter. So it is completely working from your browser, not going back to the server. This is Blazor WebAssembly application. Close the solution. Let's create Blazor server application. Select a Blazor app. Next, Blazor server application. So it's a Blazor server. Create, and now select a Blazor server app. And for now, I'm removing HTTPS. Create. Close this startup. And this is my Blazor server app. If you see, there is no much difference. Here you can see only data folder extra, because this is a server folder, server application. You can see this. So we will discuss all these later detail. So running this application. So I'm clicking F12. I'm refreshing it. So if you observe, this time there are no .NET DLLs loaded. The reason behind this is a Blazor server application. So this will run inside a IIS or some web server using .NET Core. So whenever it requires some data, it will communicate back to the server. That's why it didn't download all .NET DLLs. This means, so there is no .NET code running inside browser. So in this case, Blazor server case, so your only plain HTML, CSS and JavaScript will be loaded to your browser, and the .NET operations are happening from the web server. Blazor server environment setup done. Now we have seen all the environment setups, Visual Studio and all these. So these are the useful links. You can download your Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code from this link, visualstudio.microsoft.com/downloads, and this is a Blazor.net link I have used in this video. So I'm giving these two links in the description. Please use this if required. And that's it. If you don't want to miss any new videos, please subscribe and click a bell icon for all notifications. Thank you for watching. Please like and share.